Hey guys, Mark back here. Today I'm going to review a gun I've had for a while, the Kimber Custom TLE RL2. As you can see, it comes in this big old hefty plastic style or plano style box. Let's go ahead and open it up. So there it is, our Kimber Custom TLE RL2, 1911 style 45. Has the tactical accessory rail. This firearm was designed by Kimber after the one they gave to the LAPD SWAT members, and that's what kind of drew me to it. I started out my college career wanting to be a police officer, chose to go a different path and stay in corrections, and this is a firearm that I really liked because of the LAPD SWAT aspect of it. Once I bought the firearm, I really loved it. It is an absolutely amazing firearm to shoot. Accurate, beautiful firing firearm. So let's go ahead and go over it for a minute. We'll get rid of this box here. So obviously in 1911 comes with a 7-round magazine. I have extra magazines for it as well that I also carry. But like I said, beautiful firearm, front serrations, rear serrations. Of course, when you have the firearm loaded, you have to have the hammer cocked in order to fire it. You can decock it by pulling the trigger. I don't recommend that. It's not safe. Once it's loaded, you keep it loaded until you're ready to use it or unload it. Single safety. I'm planning on putting an ambidextrous safety on it because I do shoot left-handed. Firearm does lock back. Nice, gorgeous firearm all around. Let's go ahead and take it apart and show you the inside. Alright, to take apart the Kimber, obviously unload the remove the magazine, make sure the firearm is empty, pull the trigger, drop the hammer. You will need a tool. 1911s most of the time come with a tool to remove them. So you will need that. First thing to do is you put this tool right on the front here. There's this guide rod catch right here. You just put that right down in there and twist your firearm, or twist the end here just a little bit to the left. Once it's done that, you ease off slowly because it's spring loaded. You take that cap off, you set that to the side, and your guide rod spring comes out. And then you take your firearm, bring it back to just this little point right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Just that little divot right there. And then you press your slide lock out, and it just comes right out. Alright, set that off to the side. Then you just bring your slide forward and it comes right off. Alright, then you can move your guide rod. And then you go back to the front and you twist this back around the other way and it pulls out. And then you can remove your barrel out the front. So, there is your completely disassembled Kimber 1911. Like I said, I've had this gun for a long time. I don't know how many rounds I put through it. Probably at least a couple thousand. Beautiful firearm, smooth shooting. My wife loves to shoot this handgun. I always hate it when she comes out shooting with me because I spend a lot of money on all the 45 caliber bullets that she's spending downrange. So, but she loves this firearm. It's easy to shoot. If you ever have a chance to own one, I recommend it. Beautiful firearm all around. Obviously you can see I've got some rookie mistakes going on here when you put it back together, and I'll show you about that when we reassemble it. And so let's go ahead and do that. So, put the barrel back in, starting in the front. Alright. And put the guide rod in. You always want to make sure that side's down and that ring is up. I want to have that ring up like that. Alright, then we want to put the locking lug back in. Put it back to the side. Push that back out. Alright. Put the slide back together. Alright. And then we want to get it pushed back to where we've got that little hole right above that area right there again. And we want to make sure everything's lined up in there. The barrel lug, everything is all lined up. Make sure that's all perfect. And then take this, put it in there. I screwed up there. Okay. The rookie mistake is you slide this up and scrape your slide up. I obviously knew nothing about 1911s when I first got it, and I made that mistake. You want to push down from the top. And do not slide that in there and cause that damage. And I didn't have it in the right spot here. There we go. Finally got it back in. Wrap the slide back forward. Put the gun on end. Put your guide rod back in. Now comes the fun part, trying to push this back down in here without it shooting across the room. And then you just slide that over so it catches. Then you can use your tool again to push down and slide it over to center. So, reassembled firearm. Beautiful firearm all around. Let's watch the trigger pull. But like I said, you have to have the hammer cocked, obviously, with a 1911 to fire it. Let's watch. A little bit of take up. Nice crisp break. Let's watch again. Take up, break. Let's watch the reset. Very right there. Boom. Beautiful. All around beautiful firearm. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever you've got, please ask in the comments below. I don't have any shooting of this or video of this me shooting this firearm today. Maybe I'll do another video at some other time and add some video of me shooting. Alright guys, a few other things I wanted to mention about this firearm, how I carry it and what I have. As far as how I carry my tool with me, I found this years ago at a gun show. It's an old Army surplus, Vietnam era, Korean War era 45 magazine holster. Because obviously 1911s were carried back then by the U.S. Army. So I have this. Carries the magazines nice. I just think it's cool. I like the old Army aspect of it. You just slide that back down in here like this, and locks it into place. I obviously don't carry this on my belt. I don't have the attachment belt for that, but I do carry my mags in this, so I know where they are, and my tools there is with me all the time. So I do like this. It's kind of a cool, nostalgic thing that I had. Most of the time, the firearm's carried in this. It's a Black Hawk Serpa. When it comes out of my safe and it gets carried on me, I don't carry this firearm often. Just because it's not easy to conceal, I prefer to carry concealed. This is more of my, for lack of a better term, my safe queen. I love to fire it. I don't not fire this firearm. I love to fire this firearm. I love to take it out. I carry it around the house and things like that. When I'm doing things around home, I'll have it out, but I don't carry it on a general basis in public. The other way, when I first bought the firearm, I bought a DeSantis leather holster for it to go in, and 1911s, they say you got to have in leather, of course. It slides in there nice, looks nice in the leather. You can't go wrong with a good leather holster. But I wanted to talk about those things, the ways I carry the firearm, and stuff like that. So, catch you guys next time.